8 tips for self-employed business owners looking for Ohio health insurance. Hi, I'm Joey Giangola with Giangola Insurance Agency. And yes, that title was a bit of a mouthful, but what we've got for you today are 8 things that you need to know if you are self-employed, work for yourself, have your own company, and are in need of health insurance, specifically in Ohio. First, there's no such thing as a self-employed health insurance plan. You might have typed this phrase into Google and come across this very video or blog post, and you might be looking for something that doesn't exist. There is no such thing as a self-employed health insurance plan. You either have a group health insurance plan or an individual health insurance plan. That's it. Those are your 2 options to choose from when deciding on how to insure yourself, your family, and your company. Number 2, you need 2 or more employees to be considered a group. For your business to be eligible to apply for a group health insurance plan, you need to have a minimum of 2 employees. Only then can you look to provide that company with a traditional group health insurance plan. These plans generally include a more robust benefit package than you may be able to find on the individual market. However, that's not going to be the case in 2014 when the main provisions of the Patient Protection and Affordable Care Act take place. Number 3, you have to pay half the cost of a group plan, minimum. That means if you do have 1 or more employees and you do want to look for that traditional group health insurance experience, you at least are going to have to pay a minimum of 50% for that health insurance plan. So you're going to want to think very carefully if you want to go down this route and how much you like your employees. Number 4, individual plans are more affordable. That robust health insurance package that we talked about, well, that comes at a cost. There are certain benefits that are included in those group health insurance plans that are not currently included in individual plans, thus allowing you to save a few bucks on benefits that you may or may not need. Some of those benefits you might ask, well, maternity coverage is one of the big headliners. The second is that group coverage is guaranteed issue, meaning they have to give it to you. Again, not going to be much of a concern in 2014 since all health insurance will become guaranteed issue at that point. Number 5, pay attention to your out-of-pocket maximum. Now this is a tip regardless of whether you're self-employed, work for somebody, doesn't matter. This is something you're always going to want to do. Paying attention to your out-of-pocket max is the single most important thing you need to know outside of your monthly payment in regards to your health insurance. Your out-of-pocket max is the total amount of money that you would potentially pay if serious medical treatment is needed. Number 6, kids can stay on your health insurance until they're 28 years old. If your kids went off to college and 4 years later magically appeared back under your roof after their higher education was complete, well, don't worry, this is going to take care of you. You are going to be able to keep your children on your health insurance plan until they're 28 years old. You might be saying, well, I've heard a lot of people say that it's only 26. Well, that is correct. The Affordable Care Act in 2010 mandated that children could stay on their parents' plan until age 26. However, Ohio took it a step further and made it to age 28. Although your children can stay on your plan that long, it is most of the time more affordable for them to purchase their own individual health insurance plan as opposed to staying on your coverage. It's something you'll at least want to look into and consider if you find yourself in that situation. Number 7, you cannot directly pay for your employees' individual health insurance plan. If you got a couple employees hanging around the office and you decide to let everyone choose a plan and a company that's going to work best for them, you are not going to be able to directly submit a check to that company to pay for that health insurance. Instead, you will either have to adjust their wages and increase their earnings, or bonus the money to them at different intervals throughout the course of the year. And finally, number 8, setting up a list bill will allow you to directly deduct health insurance payments from your employee's paycheck. If everyone at your company bought insurance from the same company, then you're going to be able to set up a list bill, which is basically a way for you to administer and facilitate the health insurance for them and directly deduct that from their paycheck. That means you don't have to worry about them taking that extra money you're giving them and running off to the nearest casino or racetrack and gambling that hard-earned money away. The other nice benefit about a list bill and just going with the individual plans in general is that you are not required to pay any sort of percentage for that employee's health insurance plan. So basically it's a way for you to offer and facilitate health insurance without paying anything. There you go, 8 tips for you, the self-employed business owner looking to purchase health insurance in Ohio. As you can see, there are plenty subtle differences and options that are available to you. It's important that you be aware of them, and it's also more important that you know that in the coming months with healthcare reform and the Affordable Care Act, there are plenty of upcoming changes that you are going to want to make sure that you stay aware of. So now it's time to hear from you. Let me hear what you think, what troubles, what obstacles you've had being a small business owner, being a person who is self-employed, have you faced when looking to purchase your own health insurance. I want to thank you for taking the time for watching this video. I very much appreciate it. Also, of course, I wouldn't mind if you liked, shared, or commented anywhere you do come across it. Of course, I do want to take a minute and invite you to download your very own free copy of my ebook, The Complete Guide to Getting Individual and Family Health Insurance. This ebook will walk you through the most important policy benefits to compare and help you fully understand what you need to know about your health insurance. There is a link conveniently placed in this video's description. And of course, as always, we do have a blog post on giangolainsurance.com which will go over these 8 tips for you in a little more detail. And of course, I am Joey Giangola with Giangola Insurance Agency. Take it easy, everyone.